Okay, so let us discuss core forces round 662 division 2, problem B. So we have a storage of planks and we are going to spend exactly one plank on each side of storage. So basically this question, what are we supposed to do? We have a storage which contains planks and there will be an series of events happening. Those events are of these two types. First type is plus x. The storage has received a plank of length x. So plus x, we have to add this length x to the storage. And minus x, we have to remove a plank of length x from the storage. So these two events occur. What are we supposed to tell? We are supposed to tell after every event, can we form a square and a rectangle? Square is a quadrilateral whose all sides are equal. Rectangle has two pairs of equal sides. So let us understand through the test case again. Suppose we have planks of these lengths initially. Plus 2. Okay. So when we do plus 2, then see, to make the problem simpler, let us say frequency and let us say element. Okay. Suppose the plank length is 1. Let's take element as 1. Now we can see that frequency of 1 is 5. Similarly, frequency of 2 is 1. After the first operation, we add a plank of length 2. So this frequency now becomes 2. So now we have 2 planks of length 2 and 5 planks of length 1. Can we make a square and a rectangle? We can make a rectangle maybe like this, 2, 1, 2, 1. Or we can make a square like this, 1, 1, 1. But we cannot make both of them. Why? To make both of them, we need 6 ones. We do not have 6 ones. We have 2 2s, but we do not have 6 ones. So after this event, we cannot make a square and a rectangle. We print no. Now, the second event, we get one more one. That is what we needed, right? Now we have 6 ones and 2 2s. So we can make rectangle and square. So we print yes. So I hope you're understanding what the question is asking. Now we remove 1. Okay, we remove 1. So it became 5. So when it is 5, we could not do it. So now also we cannot do it. Okay, we add another 2. So frequency of 2 becomes 3. Can we do anything? Can we make a rectangle and a square? No. You can try. We cannot make a rectangle and a square. So we added 2. We remove 1. We'll remove 1. So frequency becomes 4. And the next operation we add 2. So the frequency becomes 4. See, now we have 4 planks of length 1, 4 planks of length 2. So we can easily make rectangle. See, this is also a rectangle, okay? Square is nothing but a modified rectangle only, where all sides are equal. I hope you understand that. Square is also a rectangle. So we can consider this as a square and this as a rectangle, or vice versa, anything. So we can make a square and a rectangle. That is why we print yes. So how to approach this problem? Basically, we realized that when frequency of an element became 6, we needed just another element of frequency 2. if frequency became 6, if some element's frequency became 6, we needed another element of frequency 2. Or if some element's frequency became 4, we needed another element with frequency 4. So like this, let us try to, find out what all conditions are required. So first thing is, if a frequency becomes 4, if an element's frequency becomes 4 and another element's frequency is also 4, so we have two elements of frequency 4, yes, we can form a rectangle and a square. Suppose there is an element with frequency 2. There is another element with frequency 2. There is another element with frequency 4. Yes, we can form a rectangle and a square. How? Let's take this and let us consider this, okay, this case. Suppose there is an element 3. There are two 3's. Suppose there is an element 2. There are two 2's. Suppose there is an element 1. There are 4 1's. You can easily see we can make a square out of these 4 1's and a rectangle out of these two. So that is what I was explaining. Whatever I'm explaining here is the frequency, okay? The frequency of an individual element. So that was the case, okay? And one more we discussed was what? 6 and 2. Okay. So 6 and 2, yes, we can make it. We saw in this example only, na? If frequency of an element became 6 and another element's frequency is 2, yes, we can do it. Now, are there some other conditions? What if frequency becomes 8? That means suppose I have an element 1 and its frequency is 8. Yes, I can make a rectangle of all sides equal to 1 and I can make a square also of all sides equal to 1. So if frequency of an element becomes 8 or whatever, greater than 8, whatever, if it becomes 8, then also you can make a rectangle and a square. So I hope you're getting a rough idea as to how you can approach the problem. I hope you're able to understand. So let us look at the code I wrote. I'll explain it line by line. See over here, K is the input. K is the input. Which input? I'm taking K as the input for the array, the lengths of the Planck. K is input or the initial lengths. We take initial lengths, right? We take the input and now I have two arrays, A and H. See, basically A and H, what are these two? Array A. Array A is going to tell me what? Array is going to tell me frequency of every Planck. Array A is for frequency of every Planck. And array H is for frequency of array H is what? I think you have guessed it. Array H is to find this. Array H in my code is to find how many elements have a frequency 4. So basically it's like frequency of elements. I hope you're understanding. Array H is for frequency of Planck, or you can say array A elements. See, array A will calculate frequency of every Planck, okay? array H will calculate frequency of those frequencies. So for example, here, initially my array A for element 1, it will store 5. Okay, for element 1, it will store 5. But array H, what will array H store? Array H will store that there is a element having frequency 5, so it will store 1 in that place. I hope you're understanding. This is for frequency of these elements. See, I want to know how many 2s are there, but I also want to know how many elements are there which satisfy these conditions. That is, how many elements have a frequency 4? How many elements have a frequency 4? How many elements have frequency 2? I want those answers, right? I want those answers. I want how many elements have a frequency like this. If I get 2 elements of frequency 2 and 1 element of frequency 4, then yes, I can make. So how to get that? That is why I have this array H. Array H will find the frequency of the actual Planck lengths. It's a little complicated, but please try to understand. I do not know how else to explain it to you, but I hope you're able to understand. I explained with this example, right? I hope if you didn't understand, you can rewind. You will get to know what I'm trying to say. So now we take the input Q, and every query has 2 inputs. So if CH is equal to plus, then we increase the frequency. We increase frequency of that Planck. And we also have to increase frequency of this frequency. That means, suppose this was initially 3, okay? Suppose this A of X was initially 3. Now A of X plus plus, it became 4. That means there is another element now having frequency 4. So this is to increase frequency of the frequencies. I hope you're understanding. This array H is to increase frequency of the frequencies of the Plancks. Frequencies of the Plancks. And similarly, this is to decrease. So when can we form a rectangle? As I discussed in this condition, these conditions only I have put in this if statement. These conditions itself I have put in this statement. But you have to be slightly careful with this one. See, this statement tells you what? If there is an element having frequency 4 and there are at least 3 elements having frequency 2, then you can make a rectangle and a square. But over here we see that only 2 elements having frequency 2 is required. So why haven't I written greater than 1? It's because sometimes it will overlap. What will overlap? Like when you're calculating the frequencies, you might have calculated frequency of same element. That means you might have calculated frequency of the same Planck, which was having frequency 2 and it became 4. We do not want those conditions. All these frequencies are for different elements. All these frequencies are for what? They are for different elements. All these frequencies, they are for different elements. I hope you're understanding. So these different elements only we require. That is why I've written 2 here instead of 1. And similarly 1 here instead of 0. Because I don't want the same elements. I do not want overlapping elements. So the solution is a bit complicated, but if you sit with pen and paper, you will get it now, I think. You can have a look at this. So it was a question on hashing only. But I think people would have gone wrong in this if statement. I think you would have written 1 here and 0 over here. You cannot write 0 over there. You can think about it. I have given you some hint. You cannot write 0 and 1 over there because there will be a condition wherein you are counting the same element. So that's all for this video. And problem A was very simple. The answer is just n by 2 plus 1. Problem A answer is what? N by 2 plus 1. That's it. So thank you for watching. Bye.